Welcome back. And we are going to be playing with matches again today, so don't tell your parents. Okay, here we have an equation made from matchsticks. You could also use toothpicks or anything else small. Don't use a cat, though. They don't make good matchsticks. Okay, and this equation says 1 plus 2 equals 4. So go ahead and make that equation with your toothpicks or matchsticks. And the challenge is to make this equation true by moving only one matchstick. So right now it's 1 plus 2 equals 4, which of course is not true. What one matchstick can you move to make it true? Pause the video, see what you can do, and then unpause it when you're ready to see the answer. Okay, here's a hint. It has to do with the 2. Okay, with that hint, maybe you want to pause and try again if you don't have it yet. Okay, now here comes the answer. 1 plus 2 equals 4. No, it doesn't, but if I move this one matchstick from there to there, I get 1 plus 3 equals 4, which is true. Okay, there's our first matchstick puzzle. Here's our next one. It's another one with an equation, and this one is 3 plus 4 equals, I have to move this over, 3 plus 4 equals 5. Well, no, it doesn't. But you can make this equation true by moving just 2 matchsticks. So think about that for a minute. Pause the video, unpause it when you're ready for a hint or if you think you've got it. Okay? All right, so I'm going to give you a hint. You're going to change the first number and a symbol to make it true. Okay, you want to pause again and see if you can figure it out? Okay, here we go. First, we're going to say 9. 9 plus 4 equals 5? Nope. But 9 minus 4 equals 5. So our 2 matchsticks were the bottom of the 3 coming up to make that a 9, and then removing the plus to make that a minus. Okay, let's see. How about for our next one, we are going to make a 2 by 3 grid this way. Like that. Get a little bit neater. And now we are going to turn this 2 by 3 grid into a stair step looking drawing by moving 3 matchsticks. And when I say by a stair step, I mean like this. Do you see that? So notice that this one in the middle is open. Okay? So change by moving 3 of the matchsticks, change it to a stair step. Okay, let's see. Well, I know that I need to move these 2 to get that first step looking right. And now I have this down here to add that step, but it doesn't have a bottom. But remember, this has got a rectangle in the center, so I'm going to move that. And there it is. Okay? All right, now we are going to make two large squares right next to each other, and each side of the square is 2 matchsticks long, like this. There's one square, and now we'll make the other one. Here we go. Now, for this one, you are going to add 4 matchsticks. And when you add those 4 matchsticks, you will have a figure that has 7 rectangles and 3 squares in it. Now, I know that a square is also a rectangle, but for this puzzle, when I say 7 rectangles, I mean rectangles that are not squares. 7 rectangles, 3 squares by adding 4 matches, okay? All right, here we go. 1. Pause it if you want to try it on your own. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so those are the 4 matchsticks and where they go. Now the question is, where are those 7 rectangles and those 3 squares? Some of them are kind of obvious. Let's do the rectangles first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 4 of them. Where are the other 3? Okay, the whole thing put together is your 5th rectangle. So there's 5. Where are the other 2? Okay. There's number 6. There's number 7. Okay. So there's your 7 rectangles. Where are your 3 squares? Well, there's 1. There's 2. Where's the 3rd square? Right in the middle between them. Okay. All right, let's try another one. Here's another one with numbers. So let's make 555 out of matchsticks. 555, a 3-digit number. So what we're going to do for this one, or what the challenge for this one, is to move 3 matchsticks to make this into the largest number possible. So it's still going to be a 3-digit number. So the first thing you need to think is, well, what is the highest 3-digit number that I can make? What do you think? Well, it's 999. Okay, so you've got that part fixed. Now, how are you going to move only 3 matchsticks to turn 555 into 999? Pause the video, see what you can come up with, and then start it up again when you're ready to check your answer. Okay, so 3 matchsticks. 1, 2, 3. What am I going to do with them? Boom, boom, boom. 555 becomes 999. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, for this one, we're going to make 3 triangles where each side is just 1 matchstick long. And they're connected by their apexes this way, like that. This is another shape one. So the challenge here is to make 1 trapezoid and 1 diamond. And for this challenge, let's see, you can only move, let me double check so I don't tell you the wrong thing. You can move 3 matchsticks to make 1 trapezoid and 1 diamond. Okay, pause the video, mess around with it, see what you can do, and then start it up again when you're ready. Okay, 3 matchsticks, a trapezoid and a diamond. Well, let's see. Here, when I look at this like this, I feel like this could be a trapezoid if it had a closed side here. And if I'm going to make that into a trapezoid, I don't need these things in the middle. So here are my 2 matchstick, or 2 of them. I'm going to take one of them and put it here. And there's my trapezoid. See it? It's kind of upside down. Now I've moved 2 matchsticks. I get to move 3, but I need to make a diamond. So when I look over here, if I move this matchstick and then take the other one that I took away, and then I put them like this, I've got my trapezoid and my diamond. Okay, let's see, we've got one more. All right, so this one is kind of a complicated shape to begin with. We're going to make a diamond with some lines in the middle. So first make a diamond where each side is 2 matchsticks long, like this. Okay, got that? Then we're going to have a crisscross through the center, and each of those lines that goes through the center is also going to be 2 matchsticks long. So now you've got this. And now 1 matchstick that cuts across each of the 4 diamonds that makes up the one big diamond. So you've got that. Make sure you've got that correct. And now our challenge with this one is to move 6 matchsticks. And when you have moved those 6 matchsticks to the correct place, you should have a W shape. Think of it as a big purple W, just to irritate Ms. Barrett. Okay, 6 matchsticks make that into a W. So pause the video and unpause it when you think you're ready, or maybe for a hint. Okay, here's a hint. This might seem a little obvious, but 4 of the 6 are these lines through the center. There's 4 of the 6. Now look at that shape for a second and think, how could I make that into a W? Okay. Pause, work on it. Unpause when you're ready. Okay, so remember I took those 4 matchsticks, so there's 4 of them that I'm going to move, and then I'm going to take these 2 away also. Are you able to picture a W yet? By adding these 6 matchsticks? Okay. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. 4, 5, 6. And there is the W. Now, if only it were purple. All right, you guys, that's it for our matchsticks today. Mess around with these, see if you can make some of your own, but don't strike the matches on anything, please. And remember, don't play with matches very often. All right, see you next time. Bye.